Hello everyone. Welcome back to learn something more related to chemistry. I welcome you once again on behalf of Anand Niketan Maninagar, myself Anita Haldar. We are going to continue with more about chemistry. Mass percentage of a component is equals to mass of the component in the solution into 100 upon total mass of the solution. Here you can see one example is given so that the concept becomes clear to you. Find the percentage composition of each element in water. Now we know the chemical composition of water is H2O. Okay. Now the molar mass of water, that is 2 atoms of hydrogen plus 1 atom of oxygen. So atomic mass of hydrogen is 1, whereas atomic mass of oxygen is 16. Right. So how many atoms do we have over here? 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. So 16 into 1 gives 16, 1.01 into 2. So total mass, molar mass of water is 18 grams per mole. Now, after calculating the total mass of water, we will be calculating individual percentage of hydrogen and oxygen present in 18 gram per mole water. So, percentage of hydrogen, that is equals to mass of hydrogen. So how many hydrogen atoms are present? 2. So 2 into 1.01 gives 2.02 upon total grams of water, that is 80. Okay, into 100. So percentage of hydrogen in water is 11.21, whereas percentage of oxygen is equals to 88.79. Or else what we can do is, as we are calculating percentage, and if only two elements are present, right? So if only two elements are present in a given compound, then if you find the percentage of one element, then you can subtract this amount from 100 and you can get the percentage of second element. And if it is three elements are there in the compound, then you should know at least the percentage of two elements, and third you can subtract. Third you can find by subtracting the total of 2 from 100. Okay, and this portion we have already studied in grade 9th as well. Next, what is empirical formula and what is molecular formula? Now, empirical formula is the skeletal formula, the simplest form of expressing the elemental composition of a given compound. Right, it is derived from the weight percentage of the element present in the compound, and it contains the most simplified ratio. Empirical formula is not often used in the reaction scheme, whereas molecular formula, it is the actual representation of the elemental composition. Right, for example, molecular formula of water is H2O, right, but the empirical formula is hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, it only gives the skeletal of the given compound, that which all elements are present, but actual we can derive from molecular formula. Now molecular formula is derived with respect to the empirical formula. Okay, and molecular formula is commonly used in reactions and other chemical recordings. Now this will be clear as we will be solving few numericals to understand the basic difference between empirical formula and molecular formula. So, steps to obtain molecular formula. First of all, if the mass is given, right? So, conversion of mass percentage into the grams. As percentage is given, we are converting into grams. Then conversion into moles. We know moles is equals to given mass upon molar mass. Hence, to convert into moles, we require to convert mass percentage into grams. So, we have 5 steps to obtain molecular formula one after the other. Then after obtaining moles of each element present in a given compound, what we need to do is divide each of the mole values obtained, राइट बाय द स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर अमॉन्ग्स देम। मतलब हमने सपोज एक गिवन कंपाउंड है जिसमें कार्बन है, हाइड्रोजन है, ऑक्सीजन है। हमने तीनों का मोल भी फाइंड आउट किया। अब तीनों में से जो सबसे स्मॉलर नंबर ऑफ मोल्स है, हम वो नंबर से बाकी सबको डिवाइड करेंगे सो दैट वी गेट अ होल नंबर रेशियो। ठीक है, तो वो रेशियो मिलने से क्या होगा, वी आर गेटिंग एम्पिरिकल फॉर्मूला। देन with respect to molar mass, we can convert empirical formula into the molecular formula. So now quickly we will be seeing the examples by following these steps. For example, a compound is found to contain 50.05% of sulfur and 49.95% of oxygen by weight. So what is the empirical formula of this compound? The molecular weight of this compound is 64.07 gram per mole. So what will be its molecular formula? So what we are going to do is, first we are going to write down the percentage and then we will convert this percentage into given mass, and after that we will convert into the moles. So let's look into the solution. Here comes your solution, right? Now as the value is given in the percentage, here you can see, right, the values are given in percentage. Fine, and we have molecular weight, so we need to calculate the molecular formula. So as it is given in percentage, we will assume we have 100 gram of the compound. Now if it is in 100 gram, that means sulfur percentage will be 50.05 gram, right, and oxygen we have 49.95 gram. Now it's easy to convert the number of moles. Right, we have the number of moles formula. We do have the number of moles formula, that is small n, right, is equals to small m, which is the given mass upon molar mass. Fine, this we remember, and by applying this formula, we are going to solve the numerical to calculate the number of moles. So here we go. We have calculated, right, given mass upon the molar mass. Now what is the molar mass? How we are getting the molar mass? Right. So what is the atomic mass of sulfur? Here we are taking the individual element. So atomic mass of sulfur is 32. So we are going to take that. राइट, मोलर मास कब लेंगे, अगर हम मॉलिक्यूल्स का नंबर ऑफ मोल्स फाइंड आउट कर रहे हैं, बट हियर हम इंडिविजुअल एलिमेंट का मोल्स फाइंड आउट कर रहे हैं, सो वी आर गोइंग टू टेक द एटॉमिक मास. ओके, सिमिलरली given mass upon atomic mass of oxygen we are obtaining the mole. So here we obtain the mole. अब इसमें से सबसे smallest कौन है? So smallest is your 1.5608, right? We can either take this whole number or we can take 1.5. Now when you divide 3.3 with 1.5, you will obtain 2. Right, the whole number ratio we obtain. So अभी ratio क्या हुआ? S कितना है? S is 1, whereas oxygen is 2. So what will be the empirical formula? SO2. Now after calculating the empirical formula, we need to calculate the empirical formula weight. So single S 32, right, 2 atoms of oxygen, that is 16 plus 16, we have 64. Right, if you can recall, we used to write like this, right, 1 atom of sulfur with respect to the atomic mass of sulfur, then addition, and 2 atoms of oxygen. Okay, oxygen का क्या आएगा? Atomic mass. So we have done in that form. Okay, so we obtained 64. Now what is the molecular formula given here is also 64. Molecular weight is given also 64. Now how to derive the molecular formula? Right, molecular formula, that is MF we can represent. Okay, by representing MF is equals to n into n. Now your n do not stands for number of moles, whereas your n stands for the integral number, that is n into empirical formula we have. Okay, n into empirical formula. This is the formula to find out the molecular formula. Now how do we calculate integral number and the integral number? So that we calculate by dividing empirical formula, by dividing molecular formula weight upon the empirical formula weight. Right, n is calculated with respect to molecular formula weight by the empirical formula weight. Now what is the molecular formula weight or molecular weight? Right, that is given 64.07. So 64.07, and what we have obtained the empirical formula weight? We obtained 64. So by dividing it we are getting number 1. So now 1 into empirical formula gives you the molecule. Next, right, a compound containing sodium, chlorine and oxygen. Now their given percentage is, we have the given percentage is 25.42 sodium by mass. Then 3.25 gram sample gives these many atoms. We don't have directly the percentage of oxygen, but it is given in terms of atoms. So what is the empirical formula? Okay, so what we are going to do is, that is percentage of oxygen in the sample we need to calculate, right? How much atoms it is given, this many atoms. Now initially in grade 9th we have already learned that if the atom is given, how we need to convert into the number of moles. This is n by Avogadro number, n0. We do have a formula to find out the number of moles with respect to the number of particles, because how do we calculate the number of particles with respect to Avogadro number? Yesterday as well we have seen, right? That was your number of moles, है ना? Number of moles into the Avogadro number. That is, what is Avogadro number? Na into the Avogadro number gives us the number of particles. That is, we can denote it by capital N. तो अभी इसी का हम vice versa करेंगे. Now we have the number of particles and we need to calculate the number of moles. So what we will do? Divide the given number of particles by the Avogadro number. So you will obtain the number of moles. I suppose this is clear into your mind, right? है ना, ये आपको याद है. So this way we have done, we have calculated the number of moles for oxygen atom is calculated. अब उसके बाद क्या करना है? This many moles times its 16 ग्राम, है ना, हमें मोल मिल गया है तो हमें उसका ग्राम चाहिए ना. Why we want the gram? So that we can calculate the percentage of oxygen. Now why it is necessary to calculate the percent of oxygen? You can see here in the given data we have only the percentage of sodium. We need to calculate the percentage of oxygen, and as I told you that if we get the percentage of two elements, then the total percentage we can subtract from 100 and we can get the percentage of the third element. Okay, तो ये clear हो गया. तो हमने with the help of given atoms we have calculated the number of moles. Number of moles हमें पता है तो उससे हमें मिल गया amount है तो हमें पता चल गया कि कितना percentage है. Now from where we have utilized this 3.25 gram, हमारे पास total sample दिया हुआ है, and as in the previous slide we have talked, right, mass percentage of the component W by W, that is given mass of a component upon the total mass of the solution into 100. So ये given mass of the component oxygen upon the total mass of the sample. ठीक है, तो हमें परसेंटेज मिल गया. So we obtain multiplied by 100, we obtain the percentage. तो अभी हम percentage of chlorine calculate कर सकते हैं. 100 minus get the total of 25.42 and 35.40. You will obtain the percentage of chlorine. ठीक है, अब हमें percentage मिल गया. तो percentage मिल गया. Now we will be again calculating the number of moles, है ना. So we have calculated the number of moles of Na, then Cl and oxygen. अब देखो Na और Cl दोनों का number of mole is coming same. So ये सबसे छोटा number हुआ. So we will divide this number 1.105 by 1.105. We will obtain 1 over here. Similarly for Cl as well we will obtain 1. But when we will divide 2.2125 upon 1.105 we will obtain 2. अच्छा, अगर आपके दिमाग में ये क्वेश्चन है कि मैम हम इंस्टेड ऑफ 1.105 कैन वी टेक 1? Yes, you can take 1 as an approximate. So instead of putting equal to sign, what you will do, you will put the approximate sign. Okay, I hope you remember the approximate sign. And your approximate sign is like this. तो आप यहाँ पे equal to नहीं रखोगे, you will put the approximate sign. So we obtain a ratio that is 1:1:2. So कितने 1 है? सोडियम 1 है, so Na. क्लोरीन कितना है? 1 है. ऑक्सीजन कितना है? 2 है. Okay, so we have done the empirical formula for NaClO2. अब अगर हमें इसका molecular formula ढूंढना है तो इट इज वेरी मच नेसेसरी कि आपको मॉलिक्यूलर मास दिया जाए, देन ओनली यू विल बी एबल टू find out. Okay, now what is the name of the compound? The name of the compound is sodium chloride, right? What is the name of the compound? The name of the compound is sodium chloride. Here we have the name. I hope you have understood. So what we have done here, पहले हमने परसेंटेज नोट डाउन किया, फिर हमने एटम्स में से मास निकाला, मास निकालने के बाद हमने आई मीन नंबर ऑफ मोल्स, सॉरी नंबर ऑफ. Now next example is a compound is 19.3% sodium, 26.9% sulfur and 53.8% oxygen. Here you have already given all the percentage. Okay, that is 19.3% sodium, 26.9% sulfur, 53.8% oxygen, and its formula mass is 238 gram per mole. Now when we are talking about formula mass, right? So and next is what is its molecular formula. Now we are going to look into it that how we are going to solve this क्वेश्चन, राइट. सो परसेंटेज है, हमें करना है मोल्स फाइंड आउट करना है. ओके, नाउ एज मोल्स इज n इज इक्वल्स टू गिवन मास अपॉन atomic mass of that particular element. So 19.3 is given upon 23. So we have 0.84 mole. For similarly sulfur 0.84 mole, and again oxygen we have 3.36 mole. Now which is the smallest number? Yes, 0.84 is the smallest number. So we are going to divide this 0.84 divided by 0.84. We have 1. Here as well we will be getting ratio 1. Now 3.36 divided by 0.84, the answer will be 4. Okay, so 1, 1 and 4. Na is 1, sulfur is 1, but oxygen is 4. So we got the empirical formula, that is NaSO4. Okay, now we are going to derive the empirical formula with respect to the atomic mass. Na atomic mass is 23, sulfur atomic mass is 32 and oxygen atomic mass is 16. So 16 fours are 64, 64 plus 32 it is 96, 96 plus 23, how much it is coming to be? 119. Okay, and we have your formula mass given which is equals to molecular mass of a given compound. Okay, so 238 divided by 119, we obtain integral number. This is integral number, n is equals to 2. Now molecular formula is equals to integral number multiplied by empirical formula. So what we are going to do is, that is 2 multiplied by NaSO4. So Na पहले 1 था, अभी क्या हो गया 2. Similarly S 2 हो गया. Next example, that is analysis of a given compound contain only carbon and bromine, reveal that it contains 33% of carbon atoms by number and has a molar mass of this many grams per mole. So what is the molecular formula of the compound? Again, कार्बन का हमारे पास परसेंटेज दिया हुआ है. Okay, but they are telling this many atoms. 33.33% carbon atoms by number. जैसे कि हमने सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल किया था ना, नंबर ऑफ एटम्स वर गिवन है ना, और हमने उसको कन्वर्ट किया. सो हियर एज वेल सेम थिंग, वी नो वी नीड टू मल्टीप्लाई बाय द एवोगैड्रो नंबर, राइट. नंबर ऑफ मोल्स है ना, number of moles into Avogadro number gives number of atoms or particles. बट हमें यहाँ पे क्या करना है, नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ढूंढना है. तो नंबर ऑफ एटम्स जो गिवन है दैट विल बी डिवाइडेड बाय योर एवोगैड्रो नंबर. सो here you can see 1 mole contains this many entities. We know carbon is equals to 0.33 mole because it is containing 33.33% of carbon atoms by number. So what will be the Br? 100 minus. So here what we will be doing it 1 minus, है ना, क्योंकि हमने मोल फ्रैक्शन में भी पढ़ा है, right? That is mole fraction says total number of moles in a given compound should be equal to 1. तो अभी individual mole 0.33 है, तो Br का क्या होगा 0.66. That is 1 minus 0.33 will give you 0.66. Fine. सबसे छोटा नंबर क्या है 0.33. So divide it, we will get 1. Now divide this moles with 0.33, you will get 2. So the empirical formula will turn into CBr2. Now what will happen? Your molar mass is given. So you need to also calculate the empirical formula mass. So empirical formula mass when you calculate for CBr2, we result into 171.8. Hence, molar mass divided by empirical formula mass, you will get the integral number 3. Now, 3 into empirical formula will give you the molecular formula, that is C3. Now, 2 into 3, 6. So, C3Br6. I hope now after solving these many examples, your concept is clear that how to convert empirical formula into molecular formula, or what is the basic difference between the empirical formula and molecular formula. One more example for your practice.